Have you ever considered that maybe you're the one standing in your own way? You want to accomplish your goals and you have all of the ideas and you have the vision, but something within you keep hitting pause. And listen, that was me too until I decided I was going to do something about it. So I built my own curriculum, and I'm going to tell you exactly how you can build one too. I'm going to tell you exactly what it is, how to build it, how to organize it, and how to make it proactive and engaging so you don't quit halfway through. Literally all it is a self-designed learning plan that you created for yourself. It's where you choose what to study, how to study, and when to study. Basically, you get to build your own structure and your own goals, so you don't have to worry about somebody coming in and doing it for you or depending on somebody else. Literally, it's all you. And the real reason you're here is because you want to understand how to build your personal curriculum. So I'm going to take you through the 5 steps that I follow in order to build my personal curriculum. You're first going to start off with your core focus area. And this is where you consider the skills that you actually want to grow in. After you pick your core focus, then you're going to choose your resources. Maybe you have some books that you already purchased and have laying around that you've been wanting to read, but you haven't made the time. So now here's your chance to do it. But also, if you want to put a little bit more money into it, you could also go out and outsource, like a cooking class, singing lessons, piano lessons. It just depends on how much money you want to spend. In short, you just need to choose your resources and how you want to utilize them. Step 3 is organization. I found that I needed to organize mine visually, so I actually use Freeform on my MacBook. And I like Freeform, one, because it's free, so I'm not having to pay for another subscription, but also because I can sync it to my MacBook, so I can use it on my desktop, I can use it on my phone, I can use it on my iPad, and it's all right there together. Figure out a way to organize it for you. Step number 4 is to decide your rhythm. So from what starting point to ending point are you going to cover certain topics? It could be weekly, monthly, daily, quarterly. I chose quarterly. That's about 3 months at a time. I just feel like that will give me enough of time to actually absorb and utilize all of the things that I'm learning, practice it, improve those skills before moving on to a new topic. And step 5 is to make room for play or to have fun with it, because if it's so workload heavy, it's easy to get bored with that. And I know you're probably wondering, okay, but what happens when I get bored and I no longer want to do it, or I feel like I don't have time to do it, and you find yourself wanting to quit halfway through? It's really simple. But before we talk about that, I want to show you my workflow, how I keep it organized and what that looked like, and then double back to how to keep going or how to feel motivated with doing this when you have nobody there to hold you accountable. But before we actually get into my workflow and organization for my personal curriculum, I want to go over the topics that I'm going to be focusing on this quarter. So my core focus areas are business 101 and personal branding. And this is where I'll focus on building my creator business from the ground up, legally, financially, and strategically, while refining my personal identity and audience connection. I also want to learn more about videography and editing, specifically within DaVinci Resolve, because that's the new editing software that I've been using. My main focus will be developing cinematic storytelling and editing mastery from setup to post-production. And then my last 2 topics is brand collaboration and then social media, specifically YouTube, which I have here as YouTube University. And my focus here is to learn the creator economy, pitching, analytics, and sustainable growth. Moving into my electives, so where I'm allowing myself to have fun. My first elective is makeup, and I want to learn how to do camera-friendly techniques. My second elective is drawing, specifically cartoon style. I want to focus a little bit more on my digital drawing. I use Procreate, so I want to learn more about how to create brushes, character designs, stickers, all of those things. Now let's go into my workflow. I actually created this table in Canva and imported it into DaVinci Resolve. I'll show you really quick in a few seconds how I did that. I set specific days for each topic. Monday and Wednesday is for the business 101 and personal branding. Tuesday and Thursday is for videography, DaVinci Resolve. And then Friday is for brand collaborations and then social media. Weekends are for electives. Saturday is for makeup. Sunday I have drawing. Before I show you the rest of my stuff really quick, I'm going to show you in Canva how I created this table. So if we come into Canva, this is what it would look like here. Do custom size, or you could do one of these presets here. The dimensions I'm going to use is 11 by 8.5. I already have it here in my recents, but you could type it into the width and height box. Just make sure you turn this pixels into inches here, and it will open up your document just like this. We're going to come over here to elements, scroll down and click tables right here. You can pick any of these tables. I'm just going to click this first gray table here. This is how it looks when you first open it on your designs. If you want to add more rows or columns, just hover over the line where you want it to be placed and click this plus sign like so, and same 4 rows. To merge cells, click in one box, hold shift on your keyboard and click that box as well. Now all of those boxes are highlighted. Click these 3 dots, click merge cells down here, and you're gonna merge these. Just come up here to this little circle with the red line with the little checkerboard, and then you can select the color. To type in here without having to bring in a separate text box, just double click and you can type. If you wanted to import this into freeform like I did, just come up here to share, download, and then when you come into DaVinci, you can drag it and drop it in here, size it however you want to size it. If you don't want the background but you don't want to pay for Canva Pro, save it as normal, and then you're gonna crop it. So by doing that, you're gonna click the image, come up here to this little crop icon, and then it'll let you crop it by moving these white lines. That's how I created my tables of Canva and brought them into freeform. Let's go really quick through the rest of my workflows. Down here, I also created a TV analysis storytelling lab. Here's week 1. The theme of it is visual identity 101. My TV show I'm gonna be watching is Insecure, season 1, episode 1 specifically. The focus is the visual tone and personality introduction. My mini project for this is going to be to record a 30 to 60 second meet me video that reflects me, so colors, editing, tone. And I did that for 10 weeks, and over the course of the 10 weeks, it gets progressively harder. And then lastly, I want to show you what a week would look like. I'm trying to have at least 2 videos per topic, just so I can have variety, typically from 2 different creators. And then I have my readings down here. My readings, I haven't decided if I wanted to do monthly, weekly, or what that looked like. I only have 2 here because I was already in the middle of reading Atomic Habits. And then these 2 videos over here that's outside of the column are videos that I found interesting when I was watching this storytelling video here. For week 1, my focus is foundation and alignment. The theme is getting your creative house in order, define your why, set up system, and learn your tools. And you can see here an overview of all the little projects or assignments that I've assigned myself for the week. And then my project down here that'll be posted to social media, you can see is building my own personal curriculum intro video or short. And I don't know if I actually said it, but my physical journal is where I'll also be tracking my progress, and then digitally I'll be tracking it through these projects as well, which is why I'm going to be uploading it to social media. Just 2 ways to hold myself accountable so that I can see my progression as well as my audience. And then it looks like this for the rest of the weeks as well. And that was my workflow and how I keep it organized. Now I do want to tell you that once you have your system built, to choose courses that genuinely excite you, and those courses genuinely do excite me, so that's why I chose the ones that I chose, and hopefully they give you some sort of inspiration, and maybe my workflow will as well. And again, at the end of the day, the goal is just to create a workflow that keeps you engaged and curious. And the way that I did this was setting up those mini projects that I just talked about. I'm actually able to practice the skill that I'm learning versus just sitting on it and perfecting it. Being in motion and feeling like you're taking action by planning, or learning, it's just really another form of procrastination. Being in action is where you actually learn to develop the skill, put that skill to use, and to get better gradually over time. That's how we get better, and that's how we move forward and stop standing in our own way. I just want you to create a system that works best for you, but most importantly, I want you to be willing to learn without any expectations. Developing a new skill or even improving one that you already have does not happen overnight, and that's okay. And hey, who knows? This quite literally may be the thing that's standing between you and your next chapter. And if you have any questions at all about building your personal curriculum, drop them in the comment sections below and I will help you as best as I can. And if you're looking for an accountability partner, make sure you hit that subscribe button so we can hold ourselves accountable. And you can find me over in my communities tab or in the comments of this video. And girl, I'll hold you accountable if you hold me accountable. If you like this video, make sure you check out this video right here where I try DoorDash and Uber Eats for 7 days to see which one is best. Don't forget to like this video and hit that subscribe button. Oh, and if you're willing, turn on your post notification bell too. And you already know I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.